Привет, subscribers!
Hello, William!
Hello, nice to see you!
William is an inventor of WIWIBLOGGS and a huge fan of Eurovision.
Woohoo!
And just a great person. And my name is Natalia, I'm from Eurovision по-русски, and I want to make an interview, so let's do this!
Let's do this!
Let's do this! What was your first Eurovision memory?
My first Eurovision memory was watching Verka Serduchka in 2007.
77 Alulu, 77 1, 2, 77 Alulu, 1, 2, 3.
This was the first time I had seen Eurovision, and I thought, what a curious character. I loved the tinfoil, the music, the song was crazy. And after the show, I kept humming it. It was magical.
Nice to hear that. Tell me about the beginning of WIWIBLOGGS. I believe it was after Moscow, after 2009.
Yeah, you're right. Good memory. I was sort of just bored, and I was sitting in my apartment, and I started typing about Elena Gorghe from Romania, and her music video, she was wearing this beautiful dress, but she was riding a horse, and I thought, who dresses up to ride a horse? And so I started Googling her, and I just became fascinated. She was the daughter of a priest, and yet her dresses were very provocative, and yeah, it just introduced me to the music of Romania, and then I found Eurovision, and after that I was hooked. And also, I should say, the Moscow stage was beautiful. I had never seen a stage like that on TV, ever, really.
Oh, nice to hear that.
It stuck with me.
I was there actually in 2009 on the semi-final with Alexander Rybak.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
Was it huge inside?
Yes, it was a huge stage because we have 25,000 people in Olympijski Stadium.
Oh, wow.
So this was one of the best experiences of my life. But I'm so sorry that I haven't a chance to go to the finals because the most amazing interval act was the pools that was falling down, and I think it was amazing, and it was the best interval act for me ever.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes. How did the idea of making WIWIBLOGGS appear?
Oh, back then there was, he's still around, the celebrity blogger Perez Hilton. He was doing sort of entertainment news, and it was so popular, and I just started following what he was doing. And I thought maybe sometimes the content was a little too mean, but I wanted to have an opinion. So I was like, instead of Perez Hilton, the character, I'll be WIWIBLOGGS. Because in English, Joe Blogs refers to sort of, if police find a dead body, they're like, oh, it's Joe Blogs. They don't have a name.
Joe Blogs? I didn't know.
Or like if you police, if they have a suspect, will say, oh, it's Joe Blogs. It just means anyone, oh, that Joe Blogs over there. And so I said, okay, I'll make the fabulous version, WIWIBLOGGS.
Yes, it's nice. You've been to Eurovision Song Contest many times in many countries. Is the atmosphere diverse in different countries, or it is the same every year for you?
Oh, that's interesting. So I think in the press room, it tends to be many of the same people, and then you have new local people, but it's always very diverse. The people who follow Eurovision, it's everyone. So it's hard to say a specific type of person because it's literally everyone, but typically they're open-minded, they love music, they're very passionate, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're so kind and pleasant for every song. You can find good sides in every single song. Where do you get all these words and all this energy? Because you've seen so many material from different countries.
I think the more you watch Eurovision, the more you can notice when something's a little different from something else. And I think that's what I focus on, is like, how is this different from what came before? I don't love every song, to be honest, but I can see there's something nice about everything.
Yes.
And so I think it's usually just polite to start with that. And of course there's criticism as well. Because I think if you're too negative about everything all the time, it makes you feel bad. And I don't want to feel bad. I'm here to feel happy. I'm here to feel love. So if find the positive thing to talk about first, and then you can talk about the negative. But it's a balance, right?
Yes.
I remember, back in, 5-10 years ago, there was this kind of motivation among a lot of bloggers to always attack things. I just don't think it's healthy. I think it's bad for you.
This is one of the reasons that I like to watch WIWIBLOGGS because you always find the good sides, and I think that Eurovision is very toxic atmosphere with the fans because they are fighting. I like this song, I don't like this song, and you are just keeping a balance between them because you're really finding something good in every song, in every participation of the country, and this brings friendship to Eurovision. And many of my friends who watch you, I think they are learning from you how to be better person and better person, really.
Oh, that's really nice
Yes.
of you. Thank you. That's just so kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What are your personal winners this year?
Oh, it's always so hard, because when you've watched for so many months, you develop like an attachment to people, and then you see the rehearsals and your opinion can change a little. But if I had to choose right now, at this moment, before semi-final 1, I'd say France. France is definitely up there. It's so beautiful, and she can sing, and you feel like you're taken somewhere else. It's very magical. Italy is the opposite. It's loud and in your face and aggressive, but when you watch it, you're just like, it's so cool. On a personal level, Russia. I think her story, her voice, her kindness, you've seen her, she's so warm to everyone.
I saw an interview with her in 47 minutes, I believe, and it was 47 minutes of pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much. Спасибо большое.
Especially the part when you then you said, I think, красавица. I posted on Instagram.
Oh yes, that was you, красавица. Thank you. I reposted that. That was funny. She's just so lovely. I want her to do well. I want her to do
Встала и пошла.
Stala и пошла. Stala и
Yes.
пошла. She's a wonderful person. She deserves good things to happen to her, and I think the staging makes the song, it's a new level. You know what I mean? The song before, maybe it divides people too much on its own, but with the staging, it has a story. The story makes sense to us if we don't speak Russian.
If you would take part in Eurovision Song Contest, what kind of genre of music would you like to sing?
I would definitely have to do dance, because you can do auto-tune on the voice, and it would still sound good. You could hide me with backing vocalist. I could not do a ballad. I would be too exposed. I actually recorded a Eurovision song with a Eurovision songwriter. Yeah, so it's not been released, but it is a dance song, and I don't know if we'll ever release it. Not for competition. It would just be for exhibition. But it's from a very famous Eurovision songwriter, and I hope we do release it. So stay tuned. That's an exclusive for you.
Oh my God! This is very interesting. Do you like the rules of Eurovision, and would you like to change something or bring back the old rule, maybe orchestra?
Oh, that's interesting. I like that people can sing in whatever language they want. I think it should be free. I think it should be a free choice. The orchestra, it works at San Remo actually. But I think sometimes certain songs don't need an orchestra. Certain dance songs in particular, it may not work out as well.
Maybe as an option.
Yeah, an option. I think with COVID, it's very difficult to sort of have a massive orchestra, but after the pandemic, maybe it could happen. I don't know. Sometimes the Big Five rule, I get a little. On the one hand, they do contribute the most money, and we need that money to make Eurovision happen. So it's fair in that sense. But I do understand why some countries are like, everyone should have to qualify. It's just tough. It's really tough.
Yes, it's really tough, but I think that this year Big Five and the Netherlands are very well prepared. I saw all the performances, and I think they all did a great job.
Yeah, they elevated.
Yes, they elevated a lot, and I think I see the interest in taking part in Eurovision this year. And I like James Newman's song really much.
I'm glad to hear that.
I like his previous song and this song too.
Okay.
And I think he elevated the song with the staging this year. So I wish UK the best results this year. Maybe top 15 at least.
Oh, thank you so much.
He
Wow.
sounded so great, and it makes me dance every time I hear it.
That was his goal.
He's such a nice person. I saw him yesterday, and
He seems very sincere, you know?
Yes.
There's no fakery.
maybe his brother will come to the show. I hope.
Let's have it happen.
Так, who is your favorite non-qualifier
From the past.
from the past, from all
Oh,
years?
there's so many good ones. You know, Susie from Portugal, she is a beautiful person. I mean, there are many non-qualifiers who I adore, but she jumps to mind because she went through so much. There were a lot of death threats at her national selection, I remember, and there was a lot of support behind her in Copenhagen, and then it didn't happen. And yeah, I just felt really bad for her, and she was crying the next day at an event, and it made me very emotional. She's a beautiful person and a great singer.
My favorite non-qualifier is also Portugal.
Oh.
Conan Osiris.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's amazing. I think he should have been in the final because this is really art, and
Yeah.
I hope that he will continue doing his music the way he is, because this is the right way for him, I think.
Definitely.
I follow him and I love his music, and this is the most the favorite non-qualifier of mine.
Okay.
Can you please say some words for our Russian subscribers?
Absolutely. Привет, subscribers of Eurovision Russia, Eurovision Rus, Eurovision.rus on
По-русски.
Instagram. Oh, по-русски.
Eurovision по-русски.
По-русски. Eurovision по-русски. You are so passionate about Eurovision.
Yes, I am.
I love it. So
From 2002.
it's fantastic. I see you on the ground running around, doing your work, taking the pictures. Saw you on the blue carpet or turquoise carpet. It's really lovely, and I hope your readers appreciate all the work you do for them.
Yes,
because you're
yes,
doing
they
a
are.
lot. You're
I
very
see.
busy.
I see. Thank you very much.
And I wish Russia much luck this year. I think the song could surprise people. The staging, it makes me smile. When she pops out of the matryoshka dress, it's a moment. And then, you know, she's rapping, she's in this beautiful jumpsuit. I just wish Manija and all of her fans in Russia all the best. This deserves to do well. And I think with the televote, it's going to be much bigger than people realize.
I hope so. I hope so, because I really have a threat of her going to the finals. But with the performance, I think it is elevated so much, and it has so deep meaning for me, because it tells a story in it, and it is so about Russian fairy tales on the back screen, and also all these women. They are beautiful, and I'm so glad that Manija represents our country this year. I'm so proud. I've been in the national selection. I voted for her, and when I saw her for the first time, this is the winner. This is my top 5 material, I think. So, best luck to Manija. And thank you for this wonderful interview.
Oh, спасибо большое. Спасибо большое. You're amazing.
Спасибо!
See you later.